I now introduce the first speaker of the opposition team, Amir.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and I certainly do agree and tell you straightforward that we have heard such entertaining and strong points from side proposition. However, they are very weak and irrelevant in the same time, and that is why we on side opposition believe otherwise. Now, firstly, I'd like to clash with my opponents. Now, I don't want to go ahead and elaborate completely on this point. However, they said that they are tackling the source of the problem by taxing these fast foods. Now, firstly, this is not the source of the problem. The price is not the source of the problem. The fact that these people are going there is not the source of the problem. The fact that they're going there just because they want to eat and because it's cheap, that's not the source really of the problem. And I'm going to elaborate on that later in my speech. And then they give this statistic about how fast food now is a bigger problem than smoking and alcohol. However, that is based on legal things. Smoking is legal, alcohol is legal, obviously fast foods are illegal. However, they do not take into account the illegal things. When alcoholism is reduced, when smoking is reduced, these people are not going to resort to, not at this moment, resort to a healthy lifestyle. Obviously, you're not going to have that drastic change because obviously they're not tackling the problem from its source again. So what they're going to do, these people who were previously addicted to alcohol or to smoking, not at this moment please, they're going to resort to different harmful things which side proposition did not take into consideration or account. Now there's two types of people who go to fast food restaurants. Firstly, those two types of people will be explained shortly after this point. And this point is that why do people go to these fast food restaurants? Well, obviously many people go there because it's cheap. Many people go there because they've tried it once, twice, thrice, and now it's too good to be left alone, sitting there, and not at this time, please. So these are the two types of people who are addicted to it, basically, and those people who take it because it is cheap and they don't have enough money. Now, firstly, when they put a tax on this food, what's going to happen to the first type of people? Not at this time. The first type is going to say, well, this is getting too expensive. What they're going to do, they're going to leave the fast food restaurants. They're going to try and go to healthier choices. However, what we realize, yes?
But according to your thesis, isn't this already too addicting for them to abandon?
That's why I said there's two types of people. People who are addicted and people who are going there because of the money that is saved. And I'm pretty sure that was very clear when I just stated that a few seconds ago, that there's two types of people. And I'm talking right now about the first type of people. Now, these people are going to go to healthier choices. However, these healthier choices obviously are too expensive for them as well. So you not at this moment. You left them with no choice. The fast food restaurants are too expensive, and the healthy food is too expensive. That steak is too expensive. That Whopper is too expensive. And then they come and tell us that, oh, now the parent's not going to allow the child to have a Whopper, but a single cheeseburger. But ironically, just today on my food studies class, we did a research project about how much calories are in each meal. Ironically, one cheeseburger, on average, when you average out all the calories in every cheeseburger in all the restaurants of Canada, one cheeseburger on average has 400 calories. Now, if you're going to give this to your child, this 400-calorie burger, and add up everything he's going to eat for the whole day, that's not really a healthier choice. So again, they're not tackling the problem from its source. Now, I'd like to go ahead and stop clashing with their points, and I want to provide the plan or the counter plan of how we can tackle the problem from its source. The problem is a social problem. It's not a problem of material. It's a problem of mentality and ideology. You don't tackle the problem in a way that make this more expensive. Because as I said, people are still going to go there, or they're going to resort to more harmful things. It's a social problem, ladies and gentlemen. A person is homeless, they're going to go sit in the 24-hour open Wendy's, sit there, and while they're sitting there, why not have a burger? Why not have a meal? Why not have the Baconator for any... These people these homeless people, because of the social problems we have, they're going to stay there and obviously eat a burger or whatever they may eat. That is one problem, homelessness. The second is problems within families or any kind. As we realize, there has been an extreme increase in the number of fast food restaurants. A recent statistic that was shown in a book called Fast Food Nations, not at this time, it states that from ever since 1982, and the book was published in 2004, there has been an increase and a 48% increase in the amount of restaurants in each neighborhood on average. So when a person has a problem with his parents, the parents kick him out of his house, he's gonna go where? To a fast food restaurant. Why not have a burger? These are social problems, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to take care of. When people have psychological problems, a person who does not really think well, he won't really pay attention to the taxes added on the screen when he's paying the money. Those are social problems and problems that we have to look into, collective problems. And not at this moment. Side proposition was not tackling the problem from its source. Let's provide a few alternatives from side opposition. What we on side opposition propose are things like seminars. Seminars, why? A person is obese, you teach them, not at this time. You teach them, you tell them. It is something, as I said, about mentality and ideology. You tell them that this is, in simple words, not at this time, this is not good for you, in simple words. You should go and try and eat, have healthier alternatives and whatnot. You talk them through it. You don't basically go from a $7 burger to an X raising the price of that burger at whatever restaurant they go to. Not at this moment. I already answered 2 questions, and I'm not going to answer any questions till the end of this speech. So when you raise the price of this burger or this meal, the people are not going to stop going there because, as I said, it is a problem of mentality and ideology. And therefore, you have to talk them through it. The problem is in their brains and not in the price. And then also with seminars, if a person goes to the hospital for any reason, if it deals with obesity or whatnot, the nurse does not just tell him or just treats him, or the doctor does not just treat him. The doctor must try and talk him through it and provide these types of advice and things like that, tackling these social problems. And that is why we, as this Canadian society, we have to work together as a collective society and try and promote these types of habits and practices that prevent this obesity and unhealthy lifestyles. These lifestyles, ladies and gentlemen, can only be tackled through social, not only services, but social planning as well, because you can have as much services as you want, but the key here is the way you organize it, who you are aiming for. There are many social services in the United States. As we know, however, the United States has large obesity rates. And actually, at the time of where the airlines were going way down the drain, they actually filed a complaint that we're trying to save money and these fat people are coming and we have to pay money to make the seats wider and larger for these people. And this is actually true. It was on CNN at the time of the deepest times of the recession. So when you have this type of problem, it is not, you have to have organization. And there are, as I said, many social services in the United States, but the problem is not solved. Why? Because they lack organization. They lack the key element in this, when it comes to this type of problem. And the key element here is organization. Who are they aiming for, and how do they do it, and what they do. They don't raise taxes, however, they plan it out. This is our stance inside opposition, and this is why this bill must fall.